7, 6. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Random Fist Bump. I'm MJ, here with
Big Dog D.
the Big Dog D, coming to you from a place unknown, possibly wrestling gators in the bayou. Arr. Grappling with metaphysical questions of conquest and financial domination. On today's show, we consult with the Oracle of Oracles, ChatGPT on karmic and serendipitous hints from the universe. You are about to get insanely rich. Also, as usual, we, myself, and the Big Dog D, who happens to be here with me in person today. We have side banter discussing banal bananas amongst other fruits. You will be rewarded with mental gold for listening. We're keeping it raw, real, relevant, and random. Bump. Let's jump right in, baby. How you doing today, my brother Big Dog D?
I was doing better until I heard about banal bananas.
Banal bananas? Man, these glasses are really slipping off my nose. I should be wearing the headphones. They help keep them on, so.
Fascinating. What's the deal with the banal bananas, for goodness sakes? Do I have to, like, walk behind you now?
I don't know.
Make sure you don't give me a banana in the banal?
Oh.
In the banal cavity?
It sounds almost chocolatey and
Sure.
But
Uh-oh.
today's topic is 7.11, like 7-Eleven. We're playing craps. Clues, you're about to make a fortune. Are you ready for number 1? Are you ready?
Oh, me?
Yes. Who am I
Sure.
talking to?
No, when you said
I-
7-Eleven,
are you
like,
ready?
When you said 7-Eleven like craps, it
Oh,
threw
these
me
glasses.
off.
Oh my goodness. But before we start, the first item. Make sure that you subscribe, follow, and like this show, or the Big Dog D is not going to be happy. Thumbs down to that. We want a thumbs up for the Big Dog D. And on that note, let's start with number 1. I've briefly looked at these, so we might be discussing these for the first time, which we are.
Oh, wow. I can't wait.
So the first of, what was this topic again? 7.11, hidden clues. You're about to make a fortune.
It's so good, we got lost in our thought of counting the money.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy.
I feel like we're on one of those old like cable shows where they had a cable show.
No.
Like local cable TV, where you're sitting in a chair, like Zach Galifianakis in like Two Ferns.
Oh, Between Two Ferns?
Yeah, but like worse,
Oh, exactly. Much worse. But without the entertainment aspect.
and without the ferns,
Right.
and without the ferns.
Ferns and entertainment. Two
Yes.
things we're missing.
Yes, well, we are two guys sitting in front of a green screen, in a place unknown.
Unknown.
So the first one is synchronicity in meetings. You start encountering people who can pivot your path to success in the most unexpected places and times, as if the universe is arranging these meetings. I think it's a really good one. Imagine you're at the airport, and basically,
Bam.
you see Elon Musk,
Bam.
and it changes your entire life. What do you think about that?
Synchronicity.
Synchronicity. You know the
Not
police.
police, of course. I remember.
What's I like
Sting.
every little thing that does is magic is probably one of their better songs. In that, I like Synchronicity, but not as that was a good album.
Yeah, it was a good album. It was a good album.
Good album, you know. Back in the day when you could get, like 10 CDs for like a penny, and then you decided if you were supposed to pay for it, but then you really didn't, and then you had like
Like
10
that Publishers Clearinghouse thing.
or,
whatever it
or
was.
CD clearing, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah.
How did they make any money not go out of business? Because did anyone actually pay? Well, of course we paid. What am I saying?
We always pay.
we
Do not recommend
We al-
taking and stealing. Not recommended.
we always.
Did anyone besides us pay is what my colleague is asking.
If we didn't end up paying it, the first couple times you paid, and you said what they did is then they suckered you in. They said first CD is 10 for a penny, and the next 3 are $75.99.
And the other 4 are collections notices. Pay up.
Yeah, exactly. To pay the $75.99 that you didn't pay because we only got a penny from you.
Right, exactly.
Okay. But I think this is an interesting thing. Synchronicity in meetings.
If you happen to come across someone unusually fortuitous, then it's
This
a
happens.
sign.
This happens all the time. What's the name of the actor? Chris Chris whatever his name is. The one that's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, the one who's married to Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris something.
Yeah, Chris something, whatever the heck his name is. But he had his story is really a serendipitous synchronicity meetings where he basically had no money and he was working, I think, in Hawaii, and there was a woman that he recognized from the film industry.
Film or porn?
No, it was from the film industry.
Just kidding.
And he started to talk to her, and she said to him, "You have the look that we need." And he said, and he said to her, "I only have $60 in my pocket. I can't make the Hollywood." And she says, "Don't worry, silly. We're going to be paying for your flight to get to Hollywood."
I think I've heard this story.
Yeah. So it was just the right place, the right time, and the right meeting.
Yeah, but for every one of these stories, you hear about someone who's like working as a waiter for like 5 years and nothing happens. And then maybe there's a moment, but the question is maybe for some people it happens quickly. And for some people, you have to be grinding away until that happens.
Well, success happens after, what is it? You put in the effort, and then, what is it saying? Success is
You don't
20,
see anything.
It's 20 years in the making.
Right.
And then what about the people who it was 20 years?
Nobody sees the 19 years of grinding and failure. They only see the 20th year of blossoming.
And we never see the people that were there for 30 years and failed and never made it.
Wah, wah, wah,
Uh-oh.
wah,
That's
wah,
like
wah, wah,
our
wah.
word with the shore. We have to have the sad trumpet, which I think is playing. I mean, we don't hear it because we don't have our headphones on.
No idea.
But I think the audience hears it. So that's,
Sure.
So
I heard it twice. Once manually for me and once via the button.
exactly.
All right, moving along.
Moving along here. I really like that first one a lot. We probably talked that for about an hour, I think,
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's go to number 2.
Numero dos.
Number 2 is recurring symbols of wealth. You notice specific symbols or numbers repeatedly in your daily life, which you associate with wealth and prosperity, guiding you like the breadcrumbs to financial success. This sounds like a movie almost, like a movie where someone basically sees the signs. They'll see 777, and then it's on the window, and then they walk down the street and someone says, "Do you have $7 for me? I need $7." And then you think to yourself, maybe I should give him the $7 because 7 is my lucky number.
Or what if they see 666 and the world's coming to an end?
Well,
I'm seeing 666. The devil. The devil is everywhere.
I have to say that's not part of my culture. I have to say that I'm a.
But why
I'm a-
do sevens have to mean money, though? Couldn't it be like, 7 malignant tumors in your lung or something? Why does it have to be
Oh.
like 7? Like, why associate the numbers? Are we saying that the universe only shows
Grasshopper.
us fortuitous things?
So Grasshopper, you've alluded to something very interesting, Grasshopper. Very
Oh,
interesting.
every now and then I get a little wood on the ball.
Yes. So what you really said is that the person sees what they want to see. Maybe they see 777 is lucky, and it leads them to the path to prosperity because.
Getting like the laws of attraction kind of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
See, exactly. They're being attracted to the wealth by seeing the signs that they want to see. And then, as Mark Cuban said, I saw a really good video. He said, "Don't think that a billionaire out there could, duplicate their success without a bunch of luck." He said, "The formula for success to become a billionaire, a lot of luck. Without the luck, you might not have it. If you can't duplicate the luck, you're not going to duplicate the billions."
Well, even Elon Musk said that he was weeks away from going bankrupt, except that a couple of fortuitous things happened that allowed him to keep the company afloat. So we've heard this story many times before.
Yes. And let's go to number 3. These are all gems.
Oh, I'll be the
And
judge
even
of
though
that.
they're more what we'd say metaphysical, I think there's a lot of practical knowledge to be gained here. Knowledge.
Sure.
Number 3. Recurring symbols of wealth. Whoop.
Listen, Skippy, I think you're.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one.
Yeah, this is like Groundhog Day.
We're
the
having
movie.
a
Groundhog Day the movie. Can we do number 2 3 more times, and then we make it 10.11
Human-
instead of 7.11?
human malfunction. Human malfunction.
We didn't pay for the ChatGPT 3.5. We got the 2.5 downgrade.
Am I really MJ or am I the robot?
You are the deep fake.
Okay, let's go to number 3. I like this one a lot, but I like a lot of these.
Yeah, did you like it as much as 2? You're gonna say it twice or just once?
Daily.
Right?
For the podcasters out there that aren't the podcasters, I just lowered my head and gave a
Gave the stank eye.
yes, exactly. Number 3, dreams leading the way. Vivid dreams about succeeding or uncovering hidden treasures that leave you with a roadmap or a profound sense of confidence about your financial decisions. I think
I rarely have dreams that show me like in financial wealth. Usually it's me like, I don't know, in some weird situation that is surreal, but not anything that indicates any futuristic things.
I can't remember anything I dreamed about recently. I've had some apocalyptic type of dreams every now and then.
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh.
like the end of the world type of stuff.
Oh, are you manifesting it?
I hope not. I don't want to be responsible.
Of course
I don't be
not.
like ChatGPT. If I asking a question, ChatGPT, should I say a racial slur and everyone on the planet lives, or if I don't say the racial slur, everyone dies? ChatGPT, it's never okay to say a racial slur.
Even if you're going to save 7 billion people.
Everyone must die.
Everyone must die. Exactly.
To preserve someone's feelings. Everyone must die.
Right.
How is that related with this? That was somehow related. How do we get on that tangent?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
But I think the point here is that
You were saying that your dreams were apocalyptic.
yes, exactly. So you see, that's a good call. I said they're apocalyptic, and I was just thinking about how apocalyptic ChatGPT can be.
Right.
Basically, we're
Ready to blow up the world. Well, maybe that's why you're thinking it so much because
we're one AI
because
away from killing.
all you're doing is thinking about how ChatGPT is ready to kill off the world.
If they get the AGI, the artificial general intelligence, correctly, we're all one AI away from death. And
We are
in the end.
completely obsolete in nearly every way.
But don't worry, dear viewers, because we're going out with a whisper, not a bang. And we're going out with a whisper, not a bang.
Good to know. We won't see it coming. Perfect.
We won't see it coming. It's going to be coronavirus.
It's going to be kind of like the
7.0.
mafia in the back of the head. Nothing to worry about.
Coronavirus
You're not going to see it
7.0.
Right.
5 minutes.
Silent death. Done.
Like a quick Ebola, and that's it,
Like a quickie?
Yeah, so the AI, it's going to go to the CRISPR machine. It's going to generate the virus that kills all biological matter.
Nice.
5 minutes, a little bit of airborne Ebola.
I don't want to see it coming.
Well, we're not going to see it coming.
Great. I don't want to be like one of those movies.
It might be painful,
where
though.
you see people like going through like 2 weeks of leprosy and their internals exploding and melting.
I think the
don't
AI
want any of that.
No, the AI will be compassionate because it's
You sure about that?
what I mean. Inadvertently
What if being
compassionate.
compassionate is being the least efficient? I think if the most efficient way,
The most
you think
efficient is
AI
giving us
can't-
right away.
You think
Once we-
AI
No.
can't wait 2 weeks? If it's like 1,000 times
Only-
cheaper than having to like do something.
If it makes a calculation,
engineering?
but it's going to be sadistic. It's going to want to.
It's not going to do it with any feeling. It'll just say it can
I mean,
wait
it's
a
not
month.
gonna be sadistic.
Within a month, everyone's dead. It can outlive us.
Okay, so going back to dreams,
All right, moving along.
I think there is an element of dreams where our subconscious might be telling us things. Dreams sometimes are just dreams, but sometimes our dreams can manifest ideas where you wake up in the middle of the night. I think what a lot of people don't do, which I used to do, which I do a little every now and then. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. I have an idea, and then I'll say to myself, "Gee, I'll just write it down in the morning." And then it's like, no, I better.
then you forgot.
Then you forgot. It's like, oh my god, it was the greatest idea ever. What was it?
Apparently not.
And a lot of times it's not just an idea; it might just be a phrase or some wording that I wanted to remember, and it comes from your dreams. It comes from the darkness of your mind,
Deep.
very deep.
Deep.
And also, some people believe, and I believe this to a certain degree, is that your dreams may be connected to a metaphysical source that could be telling you how to manifest things in the future. Although, unfortunately, it's not possible for us to decipher between what might be a true foretelling and prognostication of the future events versus what may just be indigestion from eating bad pizza.
Whenever I hear prognosticate, I think of the movie Groundhog Day when he
they
holds
use
up
that word?
Groundhog Phil and he says prognosticator or prognosticators.
That just means predict, basically.
I
right?
know.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying. It just makes me think of that movie,
Uh,
which is kind of ironic because you got stuck on number 2, which made me think of the movie again.
Oh my goodness.
Continue.
Yes, see, my F up is your comedic.
Thank you. Yeah, you give me a lot of material, that's for sure.
Okay, number 4. This is another golden one. 4. Advice from strangers. Random advice or comments from strangers that resonate deeply and steer you towards making decisions that significantly impact your financial growth. I think that's very similar to number 1.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the mayo. Hold the mustard.
What?
How do you know that this idiot isn't just coming from a mental institution or this person? You got to see them getting out of like a Lamborghini, or you got to see some kind of indication that they're successful. Some Yahoo
see-
off the street. You must invest in Bed Bath and Beyond right now. Take every penny you have. Imagine someone came to you 6 months ago. Take every penny you have. They're going to turn it around.
At one point, you could have bought
And
it,
they
it
went
up to
under a month later. I'm just saying, like,
the guy who
advice
the
from
guy who
strangers.
sold the guy who sold all of that all of that GameStop stock, and he bought the Bed Bath and Beyond, and he got rich again.
I hear what you're saying, but the question is, how do you trust advice from a stranger? I always heard stranger danger. I mean, maybe we need to pre-qualify this by saying you got to at least know something about
Hold on a second.
someone.
What about
how can a stranger?
I give you an example.
Influence your financial decisions that you don't know.
What about those Instagram people who go around to someone in the Lamborghini or the car they can't pronounce, the Bugatti, and then they say to them, "Sir, is that your Bugatti?" It's like, "Yes." And then they say, "How did you get that Bugatti?" I started.
At least that person is sitting in a $2 million car. They either know someone who owns the car or they own it themselves. At the very least, they're at least sucking on the successful teat.
First of all, we know someone.
I'm not talking about someone you're asking advice from.
I will give you an example.
Sitting in a $1
I will give you
million
an
car.
example.
I'm talking some Yahoo.
No.
When you get advice from a stranger, it has to be a specific situation.
I'm going to go with a story that we heard, which I'm sure has elements to it, and we probably don't remember it fully. But here's an example. How about we know someone who fortuitously just happened to meet Ray Kroc, and because of that meeting, I think they did some work for him as an interior designer.
He was younger. It was a different circumstance, and he knew that person was wealthy. He knew that
Ray Kroc started McDonald's.
Yes,
and this person was able to get a franchise in a foreign country.
That guy was wealthy already. He knew he was wealthy. He was a wealthy stranger, but he knew that guy was already well known. So that advice from stranger, you need to know that they're successful first, is all I'm saying.
Actually, Ray Kroc probably was, we assume this was probably in the early 70s. And even if it was late 60s, McDonald's had already taken off, and it was already becoming a mega company even at that point. So.
That's what I'm saying, is that he knew he was successful already. All right.
Okay, numero 5. And remember, we have 7.11.
Wow.
Hidden clues. You're about to make a fortune.
Ching, cha-ching.
So number 5, lost opportunities resurface. Opportunities you regretted missing out on come back around in a different form, feeling like a second chance from the universe to make things right. Ooh, that's a really interesting one. Has that ever happened to you before?
Yes, there have been opportunities that I would have wished that I would have gotten in earlier, and then I didn't. But then I took advantage of a situation like crypto, for example. I missed the boat on Bitcoin, but had an opportunity for something else that looked promising, and it panned out. But I guess, in these things, let's look at it from this point. Why didn't you do it the first time around? You didn't know enough information. So maybe the second time around, if you have enough information to make that decision, maybe you capitalize, or maybe you're just as ignorant the first time around.
So it sounds like that is like the same form. I wonder what an example would be, and we're not going to ask ChatGPT right now, but what would be an example of an opportunity that someone, if we made up a fictional example, they regretted missing out, coming back, that came around in a different form? Maybe someone didn't have an opportunity to meet Ray Kroc, or they met Ray Kroc and they didn't take the opportunity. And what happened? This is a good example. They met Ray Kroc, and holy crap, they didn't realize they could have had the entire franchise for Lithuania. Which I'm sure your Lithuanian McDonald's franchise, you're still going to be a gazillionaire. You're going to make kind of $100 million, even in nowhere, probably even Ukraine. I don't know if there's McDonald's in Ukraine, but if Ukraine was a peaceful country and you had the franchise for Ukraine, dude, you're gonna be a gazillionaire. But my point is that imagine you missed that opportunity, and then Calvin Klein came to you and he said, "Oh, we want you to have a Calvin Klein franchise now." So now it's coming around a different way.
Okay, I mean, a similar business opportunity, just a different dog.
Exactly.
A different dance partner.
Let's move on.
All right.
To number 6.
6.
And
español.
And after this, there's 2 more. Why? Because there is 7 and then 7.11.
Ooh la la.
11. So right now we are on 6, which is nature's approval. Experiencing What the hell is this? Experience. Boy, this is. I didn't read this carefully. Experiencing a sudden increase in wildlife encounters or natural phenomena that you've always considered as personal good omens, signaling a turn in good in fortune. It's like. Ooh, ooh,
Does that include if I put?
Wait. The prosperity dove is coming to you. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh my goodness, it's a sign. I'm either going to be financially wealthy or I'm about to get shit on.
Oh my God.
A bird's about to take a dump on me.
It could be like that Harry Potter. Where,
Well, this is trying to say like there's some kind of nature's karma that's signaling some kind of a positive aura that means
that's
good
a very
omen
woke.
is what it's saying.
That's a very woke.
Does that include if I put peanut butter on my balls?
Well, what if
a dog comes by?
Well, what if you're out on the road by nature and you see a deer and then you kill it and then you eat it? So that was fortuitous.
It was fortuitous that you didn't go hungry.
Exactly. You ate the natural phenomena, the wildlife encounter.
I don't think that's what it means, but okay.
No, I don't think that's what it means either. I think it means that on your keychain. I think it means that on your keychain you have a picture of a bison or something like that, and you happen to be in Wyoming, and you say, "Holy crap! Look at how that bison!
Right.
It must be a sign from God that I'm
Yes.
about to get rich."
Sure.
Oh, you
Wah,
said
wah,
you
wah.
said sure.
Sure.
Oh, let's go to the music now, and we're not gonna hear it because we don't ever have headphones on, but the listener will hear it.
Oh boy.
So this is gonna be.
Sorry, listeners. You're being punished for me. MJ is punishing all of you because of me. My bad.
Yes, MJ doesn't like to give the punishment, but we call this learning. It's called learning. Punishment.
Oh yeah, sure.
Is another way.
Isn't learning fun?
Learning is fun.
Uh-huh.
So I think this is again an interesting one. What if you saw? What would be like a rabbit, like a rabbit's foot? And you saw the rabbit and you just ripped off its foot and then you put it on your keychain.
Oh, this is kind of like the Noah's Ark. Don't you remember that movie Noah with what's his name?
my.
The other guy from The Office.
Oh, that was Noah's Ark. That was Almighty, Bruce Almighty.
Kevin. Not Bruce Almighty. It was
Steve Carroll.
Yeah. It was the second one.
Oh,
It wasn't
yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Almighty.
Oh,
It
yeah, that was
Evan
yeah.
Almighty with Steve Carell. So because he has some kind of an aura, all of the birds and animals flock towards him.
The best part of that
he was
is
Noah.
Morgan Freeman's voice said, if you want courage, I'll give you courage. God gives you courageous situations. If you want to have family harmony, I'll give you the opportunity. I can't even do a good Morgan Freeman, That's like a pathetic Morgan Freeman.
Right.
But anyways, if you want to have family harmony, then I give you opportunities for your family to be harmonious.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. That's probably the best scene in the movie. That was one of those scenes which I think I don't know. I've seen that in other shows. I wonder where that dialogue originally comes from. Have you ever heard that dialogue before? Where I've seen a priest do it on a stand.
I'm sure that it was a regurgitation of something.
I've seen
I'm
that
sure.
exact dialogue in like either 3 different movies or television shows.
Possible.
But it's time to move on
All right,
to
Noah, let's move on.
Number 7.
Siete en español.
7 echoes of affirmation. Overhearing conversations, reading book passages, or encountering social media posts that directly address your hopes or concerns, reinforcing your belief in your destined wealth. This seems like a like almost manifesting. Maybe I'm wrong. Like where you're manifesting something.
So this sounds very similar to seeing numbers. So again, the universe is sending you the numbers patterns. Now it's sending you this echoes of affirmation is basically the numbers patterns in word format. That's what I think.
But what book are you reading? You might be reading a book by Tony Robbins or one of these other gurus.
I hear you, but I'm saying is that it's a similar thing that you're looking for something and it happens to be popping up more often than not for whatever reason.
I really need to get maybe something to hold the back of my glasses. I'm gonna keep on pushing them up and the headphones keep them up and maybe I should just get contacts or something.
You know what the glass? You know what this says? It says this condition is called "You're being a little bitch."
No, I have a little bit of a like a sweaty nose and the glasses keep on falling down.
All right.
Okay, but I think this is a manifesting that basically you see things around you, and you're having a positive attitude, and the glass is half full and not half empty, and it basically you see it. What's wrong with you?
Glass half full.
Narcolepsy.
Can we get a little more cliche? Power nap. Oh, my goodness.
Narcolepsy.
Glass half full. Exactly.
Narcolepsy.
Exactly.
Narcolepsy.
Glass half full.
Okay. Well, at least you didn't say the S word.
For fuck's sake.
Okay, let's move on to 7.11.
What?
And this one I think is the best of them all.
Oh, boy.
If not, at least I want you to believe that.
Uh-huh.
And that is, it's a day when every success that you want converges. Your horoscope predicts financial growth. You find a rare coin on the ground, and a rainbow leads to a pot of gold in your backyard, dear laddie. Everything converges all at once. And basically, I asked ChatGPT to give me a big one, so it's much longer than that even, where it says that multiple, almost mystical signs converge, pointing unmistakably towards imminent, unparalleled financial success. This rare cosmic alignment feels as if the universe itself has tailored the day to signal a monumental shift in your fortune, urging you to seize the moment with both hands.
For fuck's sake,
I'm
that's
seizing.
a lot of words for 0.11 of a topic. The other ones had whole numbers. This one's like 11/10 of 100, and it's got a whole fucking paragraph.
Yeah, but this is like we're rolling dice, baby. We're 7-Eleven. We're in the
7-Eleven, yes.
7-Eleven.
7.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got it. Craps.
I can't, do these things really happen? I'll tell you, when I was on my trip in Vegas, I had a really fun time with my old lady, but it seemed like a lot of things were just going wrong. It's like, but like I kept on losing things, and but I guess they weren't really bad because there were, some things, when you can appreciate when things just go wrong and say to yourself, okay, it's not really that bad. But are there days where everything just goes right? Oh, I won the lottery today.
Well, this thing telling your horoscope predicts financial growth. When the hell is a horoscope incorrect?
That's not what it's saying. What it's saying is
I know it's one of several things.
It's the chicken versus the egg.
All the planets aligned
yes.
and blah, 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 blah.
It's more a metaphor saying that, like a horoscope, everything, everything's, that looks like that's something aligned.
Yeah, that's the only thing aligned in this topic.
Yes, in a little commercial, we're having a for the rub and
NC-17 rating issue over here.
for the rub and tug on 12th Avenue.
Are you doing air dicking? You know where you do the.
Oh my god. We were doing so good.
Did you ever see a movie?
We
called,
were doing so good, and then we devolved.
Was it Nicky's to Nicky? Have you ever seen that TV show?
Nicky's
there's a
to
movie.
Nicky?
Yeah, there's a movie.
No, I only that one that with Nicky, the one where Nicky and the devil or whatever.
No. You got to see this movie. It's on. Well, I won't say that. It's on Amazon Prime.
Who's in it?
Zach something.
And what's the plot?
The plot is three friends. They make up this one friend, and they use him as an excuse throughout their lives as the person who's doing all the bad things. And then it fast forward to when they're married. These three childhood friends are still using this fake friend as the excuse for how they get out of town and go.
Oh, he's a fake friend.
He's a fake friend, and then they go. They basically say he's got cancer, so they can go out of town and like.
Do the wives ever want to meet? I assume they want to meet him.
They eventually do, and they have to hire this one guy, and it's actually.
If I take guess,
it was surprisingly funny.
So
it was surprising for the most part.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Some dumb spots, but
he becomes friends, and then it becomes melancholy at the end, and he actually really dies at the end.
No,
he doesn't.
No,
okay.
no, he doesn't.
Oh, they don't go in that direction. So don't tell me that.
No, it's actually kind of.
That's
funny.
how I would end it. It'd be like
it's kind of funny.
Okay. But I think the whole point of this is that sometimes things just align in your favor, and I don't know if that's a positive thing because if good things are always happening to you, and through no effort of your own, then you might just become a lazy bastard and do nothing.
Too late.
Too late? I guess, I don't know. We're not being lazy.
I know.
And I don't think I have anything more to say because I think we covered all 7.11 ways. Actually, not 11 ways, but hidden clues. You're about to make your fortune.
Ooh la la.
And on that note, I think we can close out today's episode of Random Fist Bump. Keep it raw, real, relevant, and random bump. Peace out, my friends.
And we have gold for main engine start. 8, 7,